Hello and welcome to Ellis Insider, your source for local news across the fastest growing county in Texas. I'm Hannah Lindsay.
And I'm Holton Hester. Ellis Insider is a weekly show produced in the fall by college students in the SAGU Communication Arts program right here in Waxahachie, Texas.
October's nearly over and it's time for one of Ellis County's largest festivals, the Texas Country Reporter. Take a look at what Bob and Kelly Phillips put together this year.
Texas Country Reporter is the longest-running independently produced TV show in America with 50 seasons. This annual event is the most famous and anticipated in all of Waxahachie. Bob and Kelly have been putting together this family fun event for 25 years now. The Texas Country Reporter is a dynamic duo that travels far and wide and highlights individuals that do not get enough recognition. Last year, the festival didn't happen, but to make up for it, this year it took double the space. There were 2 live music stages, double the food trucks, and dozens of vendors. Many roads were closed off in downtown Waxahachie from Friday to Saturday, but there was plenty of police and security to ensure everyone's safety at the festival the whole day. Vendors sold a variety of homemade jewelry and gifts. Some of the artists spoke about how they have worked the festival for multiple years.
So I took my friend's advice and I just applied for a show and I was like, wow. And once a year I come here. I've done this show. I think this is my 15th year at this show, if I'm not mistaken. I believe I started in 2006.
Families, bikers, local vendors, and even pets all got together on Saturday in downtown Waxahachie to enjoy the festival and celebrate the 50th year of Texas Country Reporter. This has been Jasmine Garcia for Ellis Insider.
In the mood for some Tex-Mex? Then come on down to Fuzzy's Taco Shop in Midlothian for some great food and live music. Performing will be Ellis County local artist Jason Herron. Place October 30th on your calendar for a bite to eat and a night to remember.
The Texas State Fair might be over, but the SAGU CAF has a special treat for student and faculty this week. Surprise! It's Carnival Day at SAGU, an event full of delicious, savory, and sweet bites for its own community. Balloons bordered the entrance to welcome guests, and decorations filled the room at food stations and tables. The cafeteria faculty put their gloves on and prepared funnel cakes and unique quesadilla burgers for everyone to enjoy. Some food preparations needed 4 hands instead of 2. The scent of carnival foods attracted many students and staff to line up and make a stacked plate with a side of chocolate delight. Southwestern did not disappoint by adding a spice of Hispanic culture, with Jarritos being the main drink, a soft drink that originated in Mexico. It was a packed house filled with mingling students and faculty, festive plates, and of course, full bellies, a beautiful sight to see on a Thursday afternoon at SAGU.
Coming up after the break, we'll be showcasing some talent and skills right here at Southwestern. We'll see you after this. Even in the 21st century, Shakespeare's plays are still well known and liked by many people. This includes the famous tale of Romeo and Juliet. This past weekend, SAGU Theater performed this popular story of ill-fated lovers at the Black Box Theater. Before the doors opened at 7 p.m., students began lining up as early as 6. As the lights came up on the blue and red costumes of the cast, you could feel the anticipation of the audience. Viewers laughed, cried, and watched in awe as Elise Barboza and Aaron Williams brought the star-crossed couple to life. This production was so popular that the theater department had to add an extra showing just to fit all the students, faculty, and incoming guests.
This Thursday, the 28th, the SAGU basketball team has its season opener against Dallas Christian College. Following the yearly tradition, the team has asked students to pack the student section in all white for the annual Texas snowstorm. All participants will be given one ping pong ball to send to the court into a flurry after the first line basket. Come out and support your Lion pride.
Last Tuesday, the Lions gym was in an uproar for the SAGU basketball team. Midnight Madness, starting at 10, showcased all the athletes who gave it their all onto the court. The sports ceremony was located at the Schaefer Center gym during the night. Students were provided with free food and drinks beforehand, but most importantly, they were waiting in line for the games to begin. As the basketball season commenced, both men's and women's teams were introduced to do their best for future games. They performed a variety of activities, such as regular games, half-court shots, and three-point shootouts. The cheerleaders also came to bring in the excitement for both teams. Students were invited to play games that are tied with the sport in order to win prizes and to enjoy themselves. But when the players scored, the crowd went wild, and even the judges were going crazy with how well they did. Every student was left feeling excited and had a blast at Midnight Madness.
When you hear the word talent, running is probably the last thing you think of. This week's Shining Lion, Arturo Valdez, will make you reconsider what it means to be talented.
Only about half of 1% of the world's population can say that they have ran a marathon. Even fewer can say that they've completed an ultramarathon. SAGU's very own Arturo Valdez is a member of that exclusive club. This past weekend, he ran a whopping 100 miles up and down the Texas Hill Country at the Cactus Rose Trail Race.
What brought me into entering this race was ultimately the one was that I gave my dad my word that I would run the 100-mile. And another person that inspired me to run ultra marathons was David Goggins. You know, if you get to hear about his story, it's really crazy and it's very inspiring.
Arturo is obviously no stranger to the sport. He placed first in Hatchet 50 just this past summer.
If you were to ask me if I think I'm crazy, I would say the opposite, and I would say that I'm not crazy enough. I feel excited. I'm looking forward to the pain. I'm looking forward to meeting new people. I'm looking forward to learning new things.
Even with that optimism and confidence, nothing could prepare him for what lied ahead. About a quarter into the race, Arturo began to experience some nausea. Volunteers suspected it was a minor heat stroke and advised him to quit, but this lion refused to stay down. With the help of electrolytes, pickle juice, and a few naps, he managed to keep his stride through the night, into the morning, and across the finish line.
I was joyful of being able to come here, being able to compete, and be able to meet people that love the sport. Some of the challenges that I faced throughout this race was the course is very tough. It's one of the toughest courses out there for ultra marathoners. My plans is to go home and rest, take a nap. In the future, I'm gonna give it more consideration doing another ultra marathon.
Consider it a talent or a skill. Either way, Arturo has earned the right to be named this week's Shining Lion. This is Johnny Diaz for Ellis Insider.
After a short break, we'll be taking a look around Ellis County. Don't go anywhere.
What are you looking for in a college? Many students discover that when they attend a large university, they become just another face in the crowd. Well, not at SAGU. Here, there is one professor to every 19 students. Our average annual cost is half of the national average for other private schools, and we award $28 million annually in financial aid, with 92% of students receiving some form of financial assistance. So, if you haven't given SAGU a close look, perhaps it's time.
Get ready to scream. Throughout October, Scream's Halloween theme park is open to the public. On Friday and Saturday nights, get ready to experience the fright of your life from 7:30 p.m. to 1 a.m. Enjoy haunted houses, stage entertainment, food, and games of skill. Immerse yourself in a world of spooky sights at the Scream's theme park right here in Waxahachie.
The Midlothian Fall Festival is coming up this Saturday from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. Food, holiday crafts, jeeps, bands, and more will be there during the event. In addition, the Katie Lynn Band, Thin White Line, Daniel Smallwood, and other musical guests will be attending the event to perform their own music. The main attraction will be $10 per carload. The festival will be held at the after church.
As always, here at Ellis Insider, we want to encourage our viewers to go outside and explore their backyards. Let's throw it back a couple decades and see where Hunter Griffin is taking us on this week's edition of Hotspots Near You.
The Galaxy Drive-In movie theater has been in Garrett, Texas since 2003, and it only started out with 3 screens total and has expanded to 7 since then. They are open 4 days a week from Thursday to Sunday. The box office opens at 6 p.m. sharp and they fill up rather quickly, so they suggest you get there early. The cost per ticket is $8, which is a lot cheaper than your local movie theater. The snack bar also opens up at 6 p.m. sharp. It is there for your convenience since you are not allowed to bring in outside food or drink. It has a wide variety of snacks and beverages to choose from. It differs every weekend as well, from pizza and nachos to popcorn, candy, as well as hot dogs and good old-fashioned cotton candy. The movies start at 8:30 every night. Right now, they are showing movies such as Halloween, 007 No Time to Die, Addams Family, Venom, and Dune. Carter, why do you like this movie theater so much?
I like the older feel, but with the new movies, and you get to watch movies how our grandparents and parents got to watch movies. It's nice.
Carter expressed why he feels the Galaxy Drive-In movie theater is better than regular movie theaters.
I think it makes it more comfortable because you get to be in the comfort of your own car, vehicle, instead of having to be like around a bunch of people you don't know. You get to be with whoever you bring. It's just more comfortable.
So if you're looking for something fun to do this weekend with the family or just on a date with your significant other, then consider making the drive to Garrett, Texas to visit the Galaxy Drive-In movie theater. This has been Hunter Griffin for Ellis Insider.
On October 30th, Waxahachie Symphony Association presents a night of blues, swings, and straightforward jazz with a Latin beat. Henry Brunn and the Latin Players will be performing in the SAGU Hagee Center. Enjoy an unforgettable night of dynamic music. For more information, be sure to check out the Waxahachie Symphony website at www.waxahachie-symphony.org.
Thanks again for watching this episode of Ellis Insider right here on the SAGU Communication Arts YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe so you can check out other episodes and other content produced by digital media arts students.
Join us again next time for another inside look at Ellis County.